on the show. And what a game tonight. Not really. Detroit 125, 111, 15-point win for them. They dominated, the Knicks, man. They didn't even have Jalen Doran and Isaiah Stewart tonight, and they still whooped them, man. Detroit is so good, man. 41-13, the best record in the NBA. They are playing fantastic basketball, man. I don't know what the Knicks are going to do with this team, man. They can't beat them at all. Last year, I think they won 7 games with them in the playoffs. Right now, they can't beat them, man. They're dominating them. This game was in New York, and they still dominated them, man. I don't know, man. Not looking good for the Knicks, man. Maybe they were better with Coach Thibodeau instead of Coach Mike Brown. I don't know, man. Let's see. Look at the stats tonight, man. Kate Cunningham, man. He is fantastic, man. 43 points, 42, excuse me, 42, 43, 42, 42, excuse me, 42 points tonight for Kate Cunningham. He was fantastic, man. Reed, he did his job, 18 points. Tobias Harris, 11 points. They were just fantastic, man. Jalen Bronson, 33 points, but it wasn't really enough. Karl Towns, 21 points, 11 rebounds. Just not enough, man. You got Landry Shamet with 15 off the bench. Just not enough, man. The choice is too good, man. Holy free holies, man. They're just too freaking good as Detroit. It's so disappointing, man, because Bronson had a 33. Towns had 21. Just not even close, man. It's so freaking embarrassing, man. You need maybe Mikal Bridges, Uche need to play better, man. I don't know, man. Just not. It sucks, man, for freaking New York, man. Just not looking good for them, man. And it's really not. Let's see, what else do we want to talk about? Football. Is the Chicago Bears could leave Chicago. Are you kidding me? They've been struggling getting a new stadium, and now they're saying they could leave Chicago. That is crazy. Holy free holies, man. I couldn't believe that, man. I know the mayor, they're trying to fight it off. They've been trying to build a roof on top of the the stadium, Soldier Field. I think if they want to have like Final Four, Super Bowls, and concerts, that's why they're doing this. But damn, it's the franchise, the one that wants a new stadium so bad, they're willing to get out of Chicago, man. But that's just crazy, man. But I think they would go to Indiana, like right there. But technically, you're out of Chicago. You're out of Illinois. It would be Indiana. So it would be interesting. Are they gonna have to change their name maybe to like the Monsters of like what somebody said, maybe the Midway Bears or something? They would have to change their name to something different. Who knows? Interesting situation there, but the Bears could be leaving Chicago due to the lack of not being able to find a new stadium or a new place to build a new stadium. Let me think what else is going on in the world of sports. Baseball, they're saying that we could be heading for a lockout. I think it's because of the players are pissed off about the whole thing with the Dodgers wasting all the money and having all those good players. So there's a lot of talk that the players are starting to save up money because there could be a lockout here pretty soon. I believe there was a lockout 2023. I believe there was a lockout, and I think it started like in December and then ended in March. It was like a 3-month lockout, but they were still able to play a full season. So just because there is a lockout does not mean that there's not going to be any season. But it was stressful last lockout, man. Hopefully they can solve situations this time a little bit easier, but hopefully there's not a lockout. But a lot of people say there's a high possibility they could be an MLB lockout coming up pretty soon due to a lot of players being pissed off with the Dodgers for spending all the money. Let me see, what else can I talk about? Let me think. Wrestling. Oh, hold on. Football. Did I talk? Yeah, football. I think I'm missing like basketball stuff. I think. The Steph Curry's hurt. He's going to be evaluated again in 10 days. He's got a knee injury. He's going to be evaluated again in the future. What else is going on in basketball? Is there anything else going on that I'm missing? Cannot remember. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to wrestling. So not really wrestling, not much going on. The biggest thing, I guess, that the Ari Emanuel, who's the majority owner of WWE, he thinks very highly of Pat McAfee, and they think he could be a movie star. And apparently, McAfee has been like filming a bunch of stuff. Like he's been on shows and movies, and so that would be crazy though. McAfee's gonna become a movie star out of nowhere. I don't know. I think he signed a 5-year deal with ESPN. I think he's like halfway through it. So it would be interesting to see him. Imagine McAfee ends up being a movie star, from an NFL kicker to a fucking movie star on some fucking The Rock and fucking Batista, the Wayne Johnson type shit, John Cena. That would be crazy, man. But apparently Ari Emanuel, who also knows a lot of people in Hollywood, he's actually the agent of The Rock Johnson, so he would know. Apparently, he thinks very highly of McAfee in the movie industry in the future. So Pat McAfee, maybe that's why he's not showing up on WWE. He hasn't been in WWE since the summer, because I guess he's focused on other stuff, filming other movies and shows, I guess. So Pat McAfee, good luck to Pat McAfee as he is instituting an acting career. Good job. Good. Shout out to McAfee. Let me think what else I can think of here tonight on a damn Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see what else I can think of here tonight on a damn Thursday night. Let me see. Let me think. By the way, if you guys have a question, put it on the comments and I will answer on the next video. Put it on the comments and I will answer your question on the next video. But anyways, let me think what else, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight on a damn I don't know why basketball, what was the story about the Kansas player that they're afraid he might be injury prone, because he keeps missing games, and then I think he played on Monday or whenever it was, and he left in the first half because of a hamstring injury or something. And Bill Self and a lot of people are saying, hey, we're kind of worried about this guy. He might not be that good. He might be injury prone. So I think, is that what it was? Maybe I talked about Steph Curry. I just talked about the fucking game between Detroit and the Knicks. Oh, the tanking stuff. Maybe that's what I don't even. Honestly, guys, I didn't even read all that stuff. But apparently, they're making new rules for tanking that if you lose on purpose, you're gonna get disciplined, maybe by taking away draft picks or stuff like that. Maybe that's what I'm missing. But yeah, I didn't really get too much into it, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, about the whole tanking new rules. They're gonna punish teams for tanking. I would just go back to the normal stuff, which was, everybody has a lottery ticket, and then if you win the lottery ticket, the next year you can't have like a top 3 pick. You automatically get disqualified from having the top 3 pick. So that's why they switched it around, and they made it the worst record gets the most tickets, because they don't want to have back-to-back winners like they did in the 90s with the Magic, where they drafted Shaq and Penny Hardaway back-to-back years. But yeah, I think you got to go back to that format and just say whoever gets the first pick the next year, the best they can get is they cannot get a top 3 pick, whoever wins it. That's what I would do if I was the NBA. I think I would just make it simple as possible, honestly, if I was the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is about it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all pretty much I have to say here tonight on a Thursday. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I will see all of you tomorrow. Are you enjoying the show? Because if you are, you haven't seen anything yet. Stay tuned. The magic is starting. This is why we do what we do. Pendejo face for me. I always mess it up. Holla. What the fuck is happening? Can't fucking exit the fucking stream. Pendejo face for me on a fucking Thursday.